That was spicy. YouTube, what is up? We are back with another day. We're gonna hit some jumps, we're gonna hit some deadlifts, finish up with a couple accessories, and call it a leg day. We just finished up with about 3 hours of BP with the boys. We got that posted tomorrow morning. Pretty pumped about the things we're unlocking. My swing has never felt more put together and confident, and we're not even into the off season yet. We're still at like the end of the regular season, and I'm really excited. We hit some shots today that felt like effortless swings. I'm just really looking forward to where it can go. And it's the first time that I feel like I have training partners in Duncan and Dan really want to get after softball with me, and they fucking geek out over it. And I love it, man. It's going to be a legendary offseason, and 110 is going to fall real soon, and 115 is up next on the dock. Today we're going to cover meditation and kind of my meditation practice, as well as why we use red light in training and why you see it kind of on in some of the videos when I'm training my athletes and training myself. So let's get after some of these jumps. Let's go. So build off of last week's rolls into hurdles. Now we're gonna do a little backwards shot in over the hurdle. Somebody DM'd me a video of these and totally reminded me of them, and I totally forgot about these, but I really like these for the fluidity that they force off of the ground, and you really have to be nice and smooth and connected, both with the ground and your body when you jump on these to really get up. So apologize for not remembering the guy's name that sent them to me, but a great reminder of these. These are money. Let's get after them. Max height here. Here we go. Ooh, let's go. I want to be a little bit quicker off the ground if I can. I'm going to use my hands to get off the ground there. Speed that up a little bit. Felt a little stuck on the ground. This hurdle's about as straight as most women I tend to date. So we're going to jump on this side. Let's go. Oh, yeah, we're definitely not making it over that right side, too. Maybe let's even this out, baby, and see what we got here. A couple more. Oh, no. Dumbass. I had it cleared, and then I brought it down, and now I don't know where the par is. We got to get one more win. Let's go. Oh, you dummy, you had that. Oh, let's go. All right, then we got our third set of these 180 broad jumps, jumping out, hitting that 180. Ideally, we stick the landing, but been kind of off on that landing. The right knee is a little bit buggy from softball today. The twisting on it doesn't feel super great, but still gonna send it. Let's get it, here we go. My hat is not staying on at all today, but we are having a great hair day. Oh, that was not a 180. Finish it strong, let's go. I feel like a naff on these today. Ooh, and the hat stayed on. Let's go. Here we go. All right, then we're gonna do kind of a mid-horse stance deadlift here. It's not a full horse stance deadlift. Building up to a heavy set of 2. Here, just hands in between. Not a full sumo, not a full horse stance. Just ripping something heavy from the ground. Sorry for the awkward angle. We got kids kicking balls, and I don't want them to hit my camera on this side of things. Hopefully, we get a better camera angle when we get the heavy stuff. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, another little warm-up set. Let's get it. All right, so I was asked this question again in the Q&As, and I'm kind of asked this pretty often, just because it is something weird that we have on during our training sessions. But why do we have the red light on during the training sessions? I'm a pretty big believer in red light therapy. I've used it for injuries of myself, injuries of my athletes, and whether it's placebo or not, we notice a difference in how that injury feels, how fast it's healing. I noticed a big difference, especially when I have like cut or rug burn or turf burn from softball and how fast those injuries heal. I really want to do like a little case study of like getting rug burn on both sides, both shins, and only red lighting one shin, but I don't really want to. I'm too soft to actually give myself rug burn to be able to do that. Turf burn, I should say, not rug burn. But notice a significant increase in recovery time, how the body feels. I'm also a big fan of it for the circadian rhythm piece of it in the morning. I used to be a guy that could not wake up at 6 a.m. I would wake up every single morning, absolutely dead. I needed like 17 alarms. I am a night person. I am still a night person. But the only thing that has shifted to be able to allow me to wake up, and I wake up at 5:30 every single morning without like an alarm. I set an alarm just in case like I'm lazy and like I go back to bed after it. But like 5:30, even when I'm trying to sleep in on the weekends, I just pop up and wake up 5:30, which is actually kind of annoying, but I've never had that before. And the only difference is 20 minutes of red light every single morning as soon as I wake up, when I come to the gym, or right away after the session. Just getting that 20 minutes of red light, getting that circadian rhythm, big fan of it for that. But why do I have it on during training sessions? We'll use it with the athletes if they have spot treatments. So just having it on, athletes will just go in front of it in the morning if they have an injury, if we're on an injury protocol, sit in front of it, touching basically skin contact on it for 20 minutes, get it in the morning. The athletes don't have an injury. I still believe in the power of the red light therapy. I believe small doses of something that is good is still good for you. Even if you're not getting the full 20 minutes, even if it's not skin contact, having some exposure to it is nice. And the athletes are attracted to it like flies. I don't know what it is. I really have not explained. I'm not a very great teacher or explainer of things, especially when athletes ask kind of lazy questions or their question is repeated. So like, I don't do a great job of explaining the benefits of red light unless they are injured, and yet almost every single athlete is attracted to it and goes to it. They talk about how they feel better after it without me saying anything to it. So even if it is placebo, there is something there that the athletes are attracted to, and again, it's something that I'm not gonna fight. If the athletes feel like they feel better after it, I'm just gonna keep it on. Get them small doses of it throughout, and if they wanna sit in front of it for 5 to 10 minutes, even without an injury, just get some exposure to it, all the better. At the end of the day, if they're just sitting there with their thoughts off of their phone, just staring in the red light, relaxing for 10 minutes, that's a win too. So that's kind of why we keep it on. I believe in the injury healing powers of the red light. I believe in the circadian rhythm setting powers of red light. I believe in red light in general, and I believe having small doses of something that's good, even if you're not getting the full dose, is something that's beneficial. And so we just keep it on during our sessions. All right, let's start ripping here. Let's go. Let's start hitting twos. I didn't really feel super strong on that pull on that 315, so hopefully we wake up a little bit here and rip this. 2 reps. Let's go. I might try and start a little bit more squatty. I think I was a little bit too rounded forward there. Felt good though. Let's keep ripping. Hammies are kind of feeling that from the first set. I think a lot of it's from those snatches yesterday and the softball today, but feeling a little beat up. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're gonna make a big jump because I'm losing interest a little bit, and we're gonna send this. Hopefully, last set here, unless we're really crushing, then we'll add some weight. Let's go. Woo! That was spicy. Felt good to pull through that. I feel like a lot of times when I hit that like sticking point, my back just kind of gives out. I felt that sticking point press through. Pulling volume on the Olympic lifts is really helping my back. Probably shouldn't have sent that the way that I did. Get a little bit better technique, but keep ripping. I'll talk to myself. We'll see if that was the last set or not. Probably the last set. Back's gonna be feeling that one. Let's go. All right, so that was indeed our last set of deadlifts. We were smart today. We got a win. We're gonna leave with a win. We got these David Gray hammy isos here, but just a little bit off the ground. Hamstring out here, foot on top. We're pointing that toe to get that calf going. We're feeling this hammy and that calf and that glute and their fucking ass. I really like these kind of like lengthened isometric feel-based exercises after something that makes you feel like compressed and like you're using the whole body. It's kind of that balance between the masculine and feminine side of training. Heavy deadlift, rip everything, you kind of just feel everything compress in your body. It's not necessarily that you worked a specific muscle, and then we'll come back and we'll come a little bit more feel-based with his hamstrings. And for me, the spine feels a lot better when it gets into some of these lengthened isometric positions after something that's super compressive. I'm personally a huge fan of these David Gray hammy isos for squatty athletes. I really never feel their hammies in some of the deadlifts and hinge type patterns because it kind of just let those big old quads take over. You can't really avoid or have these quads take over in something like this. So it's a money exercise. Definitely recommend checking that dude out. David Gray's a fucking dog. And we're gonna hold here and suffer. Let's go. I got myself bodied on that left hammy. I did that one off camera because my left hammy's a little pussy at me. All right, let's hold. Oh my God, hold. Fuck, this thing is about to cramp. We're 30 seconds in. No way I'm making it, boys. Oh, we're halfway there, holy shit. Holy fuck. Oh, we got 30 seconds left. Take a little break. God, the core is on fire on these too. My abs feel like they're about to get shit on. Let's go. Last 30 seconds here. Ooh. Oh my. Those are freaking spicy. We got a couple accessories. I hit most of the accessories this morning with the squad. We had 5 minutes of single leg stands. Always make me feel like fire. Those are gas. And then we had a 2-minute front split hold on each side. Also, absolute fire. We're gonna finish up the last 2 accessories we didn't get to. Show them here. Let's go. All right, then we're gonna finish up these cross-body lunges. Just taking a step to the side, trying to keep those hips square, twist a little bit into that hip. Nice little mobility challenge here. Get the hips going, get the quads going. Let's get it. Here we go. Ooh. Boom. All right, we're gonna hit some Copenhagen planks and get from there. All right, along with the David Gray hammy assos, these are probably the second. These are the most devilish exercises of all time. These Copenhagen dips, going high with that hip. Obviously, scale it to your abilities with your knees. If you can't do these because your knees hurt while you're doing them, putting your knee on there takes a little bit of pressure off the knee. And also when you're doing Copenhagens, I think the more you straighten and push to get that adductor lengthened here, less it kind of tears on that knee. So I think a lot of guys like push down and they feel that pressure there. But if you almost like put your foot on top and you think about lengthening here, it feels a lot better. We got 45 seconds in this deep position here. Let's get it. Ooh, boom. Went down to the elbow. Hand was feeling like I was taking a little bit too much pressure off. I was thinking hand elevated, you'd be able to sink a little bit deeper. I actually felt it better on that elbow. Took a little pressure off that shoulder too. Other way, let's get it. Ooh, boom. All right, that's a day. I'll say goodbye in a little bit, talk about my meditation practice. We'll go from there. Let's get it. That's a day. I kind of want to talk about my meditation practice because it's something that's pretty powerful to me. I realize I don't talk about that stuff enough, and it's something that I feel like has bettered my life more than anything in the weight room really ever has, anything in the gym ever has, and I think it's worth sharing the message. So the meditation that I follow most often is called a metta meditation, a loving kindness meditation, and I first learned about it from Sam Harris. If you haven't tried his Waking Up app, I really recommend it. It's a great beginning guided meditation app that teaches you a lot of tools. He has like tons of different kinds of meditations. Some meditations I'm not a huge fan of. Probably should spend more time on those, honestly. Like if meditation is bugging you, there's probably something going on in your mind, like why are you being bugged by this meditation? And then some that I've used and grabbed on as tools to help me through life, and that I use very often. And the number one that I got from him is the metta, loving kindness meditation, where you sit, get a good environment. I really like having similar environments when I go an actual active meditation. One of the nice things about the metta meditation, I kind of do it anywhere because it's so simple and I have it down. So whenever I'm feeling that anxiety, and mostly a lot of it's the anger towards somebody else or hurt towards somebody else, I will practice this. And what you do, sit, take a couple deep breaths in, and you envision somebody that you have a very loving relationship with, somebody that it's very easy to love. For me, it's my mom or grandpa, somebody that you don't have a ton of problems with. And you sit and you say their name, you envision them in your head, and you say, may you be happy, may you be free of suffering. And you sit and repeat it until you really, really feel that you have sent that message to that person. So I will sit there like, Mom, and I don't really say Mom, but I envision her in my head. I say, Mom, may you be happy. May you be free of suffering. Mom, may you be happy. May you be free of suffering. And you repeat that mantra over and over again until you have that feeling of loving and kindness in you. And from there, and this is the really cool part, that part makes you feel better. I like doing that when I'm anxious or stressing out about something. It just sets me in a better mind space. But from there, the cool part starts, where you start to envision somebody that you don't have a great relationship with, somebody that is stressing you out, somebody that maybe you do have a good relationship with, but right now it's on rocky terms, or you guys just got in a fight. There's something you guys need to talk about, and I will think about that person, and I will think about that person, and I say, may you be happy. May you be free of suffering. And I repeat that mantra until I feel that towards themselves. And Sam takes it another step to where he takes it all the way to thinking about yourself. And he says that is the ultimate goal. Austin, may you be happy. May you be free of suffering. And repeating that over and over again until you feel it towards yourself. And he talks about how many people struggle to have those thoughts and have those mantras towards themselves, struggle to say that about themselves. And one of his hacks is think about yourself as a kid. Think about childhood Austin and say, may you be happy, may you be free of suffering. And thinking about that over and over and over again until you can get that feeling towards yourself. And while I do follow that, and I really do love that kind of thought process, and it's something that I definitely need to work on, I really like that for my personal relationships. Whenever I am feeling angst towards somebody, anger towards somebody, I feel hurt by somebody, I will sit there and repeat that mantra over and over again until I can give myself a pause. I'm not reactive anymore, I'm not angry anymore, I'm not acting out on them anymore. And a lot of times I honestly envision them as a kid, and I wish them loving and kindness, and I wish them as a kid to be free of suffering. And for me, that really allows me to reset, give myself space, and see that person as a person, see that person as a kid, see that person as somebody that is suffering just like we are all suffering, just like see that person that is hurt just like we are all hurt, and putting us more in the same boat rather than separate boats. And for somebody that has a really type A mentality and has a lot of tools in my tool bag to write people off and solve problems with anger, solve problems with aggression, it has been very, very helpful in my life and personal relationships of just seeing people as they are. And the cool part about that is you build so many more deeper relationships, and you actually get to meet fucking people. Before in my life, man, I was just writing people off as soon as they would wrong me, as soon as they were mean to me, as soon as I felt like they hurt me or did something negative towards me, regardless of thinking about what type of day they were having, regardless of thinking about maybe they were going through something, or maybe I was a fucking dickhead. Maybe I did something and that's why they acted out, or maybe I just look like a dickhead. I walk around with a resting bitch face all day, and obviously they didn't act out in kindness towards me. And not writing those people off has allowed me to build a lot of really cool relationships with people that I would have never built before, because I took the time to just see them as another person, see them as another person that's hurting, see them as another person that's suffering, and see them as another person that wants to be loved. And I think once you start to see more people in your life like that, you get to see that a lot of people are really fucking cool, and it makes life a lot more fun. And that's something that's a positive for me. That has helped me in my life and has made me a happier, healthier person. And that is not to say I'm a fucking guru. I am angry all the time. I'm swearing in traffic. I'm honking the horn. It's just something that I use as a tool to help with that, so I'm not that all day, every day, especially with the people that I love around me, especially as I grow the community and try to get more people in the community. So it's been a helpful tool for me. I know that's woo-woo-y. I know that's goofy, especially after all the deadlifts and everything that we've been doing today. But it has been something that's been super helpful in my life. It's been a tool that I wish more people would use, and hopefully more people try it out. So if you try it out, let me know what you think. Keep chopping wood. Appreciate you watching. Let's go.